afternoon, happy new year, and welcome to Gordon State College in Barnesville, Georgia for today's coverage of Highlander basketball presented by the May and Carter Oil Company. So glad to have you here as we kick off 2024 with some matinee college basketball, as this afternoon the Highlanders from Gordon State College welcome in the Hawks from Hillsborough Community College, who have made the trip north from Tampa, Florida. 2 p.m. is our tip-off time today, so we've got about 15 minutes to get you ready for the first game of 2024 as we welcome you inside the Advanced Roofing and Interiors broadcast booth courtside here at Highlander Arena. Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Chad Feltman with K13 Media, joined to my left by Coach J.W. Lau. Coach, good to have you here. Happy New Year. Are you ready for some basketball, sir?
Happy New Year, Chad. Glad to be here. Trying to get back on track. Love the holiday season, but it's good to get back, have a purpose, have some things to get the thing started for this new year, this 2024 year.
And hopefully for Gordon State College, we can get this thing started with a victory. These guys have been so close. I mean, right there on the doorstep. Just haven't been able to break through yet. But hopefully today we can change all that and pick up victory number one on the season. We're going to be taking on a team from Tampa, again, Hillsborough Community College, who enters the contest at 10-2 overall on the season. They have won 4 straight games, and again, they are ready to get it going here this afternoon. 2 p.m. will be our tip-off. And, Coach, talk to me real quick before we get things going here, just how tough it is to get that first game back. I guess really it don't matter what sport you're talking about. First game back from a long break. These guys have had time off for Christmas and New Year's, and, oh, yeah, they haven't played in about 3 weeks.
Oh, man, just the conditioning part is going to be the biggest part in this, probably this game, definitely. You try to send your guys home, especially in the college level. You send your guys home. You hope that they are mature athletes and able to take care of the conditioning. But no matter what level I've seen, there's a difference between game conditioning and just conditioning on your own. So that's going to be the toughest thing coming out of here, being back from the holidays, eating a little bit of candy,
a little bit. Santa Claus left my stocking slat full.
Oh, well, so you just have to be able to, get over those things. But I'm sure Coach, being what the record may be, probably brought those guys in a little early and had some organized practices over the break. So.
Well, we are just about 12 minutes away from tip-off. As you can see on your screen, the Highlanders finishing up their pregame warm-ups. And coming up in about 60 seconds, right on the other side of this timeout, we will be joined by Coach Dwayne Jackson, the head coach for the Gordon State College Highlanders. We will get his thoughts on the first half of the season, his holiday break, what the team's been up to, and the second half of the 2023-2024 Highlander basketball season. That interview with Coach Jackson is coming up right after this timeout. This is Gordon State College men's basketball with K13 Media.
2023 is quickly coming to an end, and Countryside Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is closing out the year with our biggest savings yet on new Ram trucks. During the wrap-up-the-year sales event, take 10% off the MSRP sticker price on select 2023 Ram 1500 and 2500 model trucks. No games, no coupons, no gimmicks. You get to instantly take 10% off the sticker price just for showing up to the dealership. Qualified buyers can also take advantage of low 3.9% financing for 72 months when financed through Chrysler Capital. Shop our complete online inventory at CountrysideAutomotive.com or come see us in person. We're open Monday through Saturday just off of I-75 exit 205 in Jackson and I-20 exit 114 in Madison. Make this December one to remember when you find your new ride at Countryside.
Welcome in, everybody, to Highlander Arena, and a very happy new year from K13 Media. My name is Chad Feltman. We are getting you ready for more Gordon State College men's basketball as today we welcome in the Hawks to Highlander Arena. They have made the trip from Tampa, Florida, and they are here representing Hillsborough Community College. That tip-off is coming up here in just a few moments right at 2 p.m. But before we get to the tip-off, we got to talk some basketball with the head coach of the Highlanders. Coach Dwayne Jackson is here. First of all, let me welcome you to 2024. Happy New Year, Coach. It's good to see you again, man.
Happy New Year to you, too. It's good to see you, too, as well.
How was Santa Claus, everybody? Good for the holiday season? How was it? Yeah, been a while since we've seen each other.
It has been a while. He came to my house and left immediately. He didn't leave anything. You know, he just got in his sleigh and left.
So was just out of here then.
Yeah, he did. He did. He told me he'll catch me next season.
Well, there you go. It happens like that sometimes. Yeah. And, hey, speaking of next season, that's kind of where we are right now, because if you take college basketball and you split it right down the middle, here we are getting ready to kick off the second half of the season. And, Coach, we've got an opponent in here today who's got a pretty good overall record. The Hawks from Hillsborough Community College. They've made the trip from Tampa. They're 10-2 on the season. What can you tell us about these Hawks we're going to see here today in Barnesville?
Well, I think they're a good group. They're well coached. Obviously, Coach Dominique does a good job with them. Obviously, he's been around the program a long time down there. He played there, and he's just always had his hands on Hillsborough, and the program is his, and he got a good group of guys, and they're gonna be ready to play.
Let's talk about your guys, because still searching for that first win of the season, but right before we split for the holidays, man, your team had turned a big corner. The last 2-3 games, the last couple of games we broadcast, I mean, we were ahead, we were leading, but just could not get to that 100% mark. That 90-95%, we were there. What is it going to take? What have you guys worked on the last couple of weeks to get to that 100% mark?
So basically what we worked on is basically understanding the principles of defense. I think a lot of our games, if you see in the first 12, you know, it's one of the funny things is we can score when we get ready. We don't defend when we get ready. So our emphasis this holiday break has been defense, playing together on defense, understanding defensive principles against any team, not just Hillsborough, not just USC Sacklehatchee just coming in here on the 9th. But when we get into these conference games, it's going to be possession basketball, and it's going to be good defense, good rebounding, and that's what we've really been harping on the whole holiday break. Yesterday we had a good practice. Day before we had a good practice. All about defense, securing the basketball, rebounding, making sure we make good shot selections, making sure we hustle back on defense. All of those things, if we put them all together in 4 or 5 straight possessions, we could get 2 or 3 stops, and that could change the trajectory of the game.
You only played 2 games the entire month of December. We haven't played a game, we being Gordon State College, since the 16th, so it's been a little over 2 weeks since the last game. Give us an update on the team, health-wise, injury-wise. How are the guys, and just kind of top to bottom where we are physically as a team.
Physically, I think we're healthy now. You know, obviously the break helped us, get over some nicks and some bruises and get some fingers healed and all that kind of stuff. So I think health-wise, we're right where we want to be. Condition-wise, we're right where we want to be. But are we game ready? That's the key. And I think over the last couple of practices we had, I think we're ready, prepared, and we're ready to go.
All right, I'm just a broadcaster, okay? It's not my team. I'm not the coach. But from what I've seen the last few games, it seems to me like you've had one particular guy that has really kind of taken over as your leading scorer and your leader. And from what I've seen out of Jackson Henry,
yes,
the last couple of games we've broadcast, I mean, he's averaging right at 20, a few more than 20 a game. Am I wrong by saying that? Am I seeing the right thing?
Well, Jackson is playing well, but that's on offense.
There you go.
And he's not doing a lot on defense, and we just need him to really be a force on defense as much as I know he could be. We recruited him because he was a defensive specimen at his old school, and I think he could do it here. So today will be a good day to put that to the test and see how well he want to defend and how well all 5 of them want to defend. Our starting 5 is a makeup of all 2-year players other than Cameron Brown. He's the only freshman, and I recruited that for a reason because we need experienced guys on the floor. But sometimes when you have older guys, sometimes you bringing in some residue that may not have got coached properly.
Right.
from another place.
Have
But we're getting together.
Have you found a comfortable nucleus yet? I'm looking at your starting five right here, and we'll give those coming up in just a moment. But I know it's kind of been just trial by error. It seems like every game this year. But have you kind of settled on a normal starting five, or is it still just change each game?
I tell you what, it could change. When we get into these conference games, and it's a constant sermon. Mm-hmm. Just because you play today, you may not play tomorrow. We're just going to need what we need for that particular game. You might have an 8-9 man rotation today, depending on what the game give us. Obviously we want to give everybody the opportunity to play, but we may not have but 7-8 on the floor today.
One thing we always like to do with our Gordon State College basketball broadcast is every game during halftime, we like to feature one of our players and go one-on-one with that player, find out about that young man off the court, what their interests are away from school, away from basketball, kind of get their background. And today at halftime, we're going to be joined by Christian Bacon, who wears number 6 for your basketball team. And just kind of your thoughts on Christian, what you liked about recruiting Christian and what he brings to the team, is we're going to feature him today at halftime. What do you see from the coach's side?
Right. Christian is a young man. When I was coaching in high school, I coached against him. He was a sophomore during the time in high school. And after the game, I said, that kid is really good. And I just kept following him year after year. And when I was at Penn State Fayette, I tried to, get him to come there. And when I took this job, and I said, I'm going to get Christian Bacon. And it came to me that he's gonna need to be a floor general in order for us to be successful. And that's what he's been the last 4 or 5 games. Christian Bacon, by far, is one of the more consistent players that I think we have on defense and on offense. He don't score a ton. He don't go out there and give you 25, 30 points. But his decision-making has really helped our offensive flow. And you see when he come into the game actually changes. He brings a level of tempo that we don't have from our older guys. And by him being a freshman, he's still learning a lot of things, but his development is right there on track. It's really right there on track. And Christian has really been a good player all season long, and he's a great young man. I'm really very, 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 very fun to have him on the team.
Well, we'll be talking to him coming up at halftime. He wears number 6. He's a local guy from the metro Atlanta area out of Lilburn. And we'll go one-on-one with Christian at halftime of today's game. Now, we're just about ready to tip this one off. And, Coach, I know the record's not where we want it to be, but you know what, man? That was 2023.
Absolutely.
That don't mean nothing here today.
That's right.
It's 2024. Everybody's 0-0. So how about we get that first win here this afternoon?
I think so. And what we tell our kids is, hey, these conference games are right around the corner. So these games that you see here, the Hillsborough and the USC Sakahatchee, these are warm-up games for us for our conference. So the conference games is where we make the difference. Those are the game that counts. So if we could just put it all together in one game, half by half, take care of the middle eight of that, and then do it again on the 9th. On the 10th, we'll be ready for conference play.
There you go. That's what we want. Hopefully we could get win number 1 here this afternoon. Again, it's Gordon State against Hillsborough Community. Hillsborough has made the trip from Tampa, Florida, and we will tip this one off coming up in just a few moments, right at 2 p.m. Coming up in just a few moments, we'll give you today's starting lineups and get you ready for Gordon State College men's basketball. Once again, Coach Dwayne Jackson, appreciate you joining us here at the broadcast booth. Best of luck today, and hopefully we can get win number 1 on the season here in just a couple hours.
Absolutely.
All right, Coach Dwayne Jackson joining us here. Hold on, don't go far, because coming up in just a few moments, starting lineups and the tip-off, it's Gordon State and Hillsborough, and it's coming up next right here with K13 Media.
Hey fans, how would you like to save at your next stop at the pump? Well, thanks to the May & Carter Oil Company, you can. All you have to do is download the new BP Me app today. It's free and it's available for Apple and Android devices. With the new BP Me app, you can save 5 cents per gallon at any BP location across the U.S. Download the new BP Me app today and let the May & Carter Oil Company show you how you can save 5 cents per gallon on your next fill-up.
Welcome back to Barnesville, Georgia, on the campus of Gordon State College. We are getting you ready for tip-off for today's action between the Highlanders of Gordon State College and the Hawks of Hillsborough Community College. We are glad to have you here with us inside the Advanced Roofing and Interiors broadcast booth. I'm Chad Feltman, joined to my left today by Coach J.W. Lau, and over to my right, our official scorekeeper today is T. Carmichael. And on the camera for us today, high above, running the operation is Michael Penn. And we are glad to have all of you here with us today at Gordon State College as we are getting you ready for tip-off between the Hawks and the Highlanders. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Highlander Arena for today's contest between the Hawks of Hillsborough Community College and the Highlanders from Gordon State College. Right now it's time to meet today's starting lineups. First, for the visiting Hawks of Hillsborough Community College, starting at guard, wearing number 2, a 6'3" sophomore from Lake Worth, Florida, Caleb Macri. Starting at guard, wearing number 5, a 6'1" sophomore from Cleveland, Ohio, Dominic Gooden. Starting at guard, a 6'5" freshman wearing number 10 from Apopka, Florida, Cameron James. Starting at guard, wearing number 21, a 6'1" freshman from Tampa, Florida, John Ziegler. And wearing number 25, a 6'8" freshman, a forward, Andrew Rondon. The Hawks are led by their second-year head coach, Dominic Coleman. And now, time to meet the starting lineup for your Gordon State Highlanders. At guard, wearing number 0 from Loganville, Georgia, a 6'4" sophomore, Xavier Boyd. At guard, wearing number 1 from Baltimore, Maryland, a 6'4" sophomore, Jackson Henry. At guard, wearing number 3 from Noonan, Georgia, a 6'2" sophomore, Zion Brown. At forward, wearing number 10 from Monroe, Georgia, a 6'7" sophomore, Derek Brown. And wearing number 13, a 6'10" center from Marietta, Georgia, Cameron Brown. The Highlanders are led by first-year head coach Dwayne Jackson. And your starting lineups today from Highlander Arena being presented by the Sellers Law Firm in Griffin. For all of your legal representation, be sure to visit thesellerslawfirm.com. You can also find them on Facebook. Everything you need from criminal defense, DUIs, misdemeanors, felonies, personal injury, and more. Award-winning attorney Jody Sellers is there for all of your legal representation at the Sellers Law Firm. Again, we are glad to have you here with us. It's our first broadcast of the 2024 season for K13 Media. I'm Chad Feltman, joined at the table today by Coach J.W. Lau, and to my right on the scoreboard, it is T. Carmichael, and once again, on the camera for us here this afternoon, it is Michael Penn. We are ready to tip this off. It's Gordon State College Highlander basketball presented by the May and Carter Oil Company, and jumping it today for Gordon will be number 13. That's the 6'10" freshman in Cameron Brown. And it looks like over here for Gordon State College, for Hillsborough, it's Cameron James, number 10. There's the tip. We are underway and ready to play. Just like that, Hillsborough can't connect on the alley-oop. First game of the 2024 broadcast season for K13 Media. We are glad to have you here as Jackson Henry takes a long three, can't get it to fall, rebounded by the Hawks. Three-pointer straight away, top of the key, rattles in and out, no good. Almost like one of those shots you see at the county fair. Putback is partially blocked by Cameron Brown. Gordon State will push it up. Floater in the paint is up and good. It's Xavier Boyd, who's got the first basket of the ball game. 2-0 Highlanders. Here's a corner three, no good. Derek Brown with a long rebound for Gordon State. Again, Gordon entering the ballgame, still trying to find its first win of the season. 0-12 for the Highlanders. We're going to have a sideline warning here, it looks like. Sideline warning against Hillsborough, I think it is. Gordon State will inbound.
Yeah, I think it's sideline warning. Coach got a little bit Coach Jackson's got a little animated, was on the floor a little bit, so referee's trying to make sure they control the game.
Again, Gordon 0-12, first game since December the 16th. Only 2 games remaining until we get into conference play next week. Pull-up jumper off the front of the rim by Boyd. No good. Rebounded by the Hawks. Hillsborough will push up court. Again, the Hawks are joining us here today from Tampa, Florida. Whistle and a travel on the baseline. Going to get Cameron James with the call, and it's going to give Gordon the ball back.
Xavier Boyd, I don't know if he's been with you. I know he wasn't on the team at the beginning of the season when I did the first game, Chad, but he seems like he's the spark right now.
He's got a haircut. That's what it is. That's why he looks so different. Pull-up jumper, Derek Brown, no good, but there's Boyd with the offensive board. He'll kick it up top to the team's leading scorer the past few games. That's Jackson Henry, the sophomore from Baltimore, Maryland. 17 minutes, 50 seconds to play first half. We are just underway. Highlanders thought about a three, but here's Boyd with it. He'll kick it out to Brown. Right as the shot clock expired, Derek Brown with a huge corner three, and Gordon's up by 5. $5-0 Highlanders on top. 10 on the shot clock for the Hawks. They're trying to set up the offense. Now 5 on the shot clock. Going to have to hurry. Floater in the paint. No good. Foul going to be called on the Highlanders.
I tell you what, Gordon State has a lot of energy right now. The bench, seeing some great improvements since the first time I see.
Foul's going to be on Cameron Brown. That's going to be his first. And it's going to send Caleb Macri to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Macri, the 6'3 sophomore. Hawks are on a bit of a roll here. They've won their last 4 games. They enter the contest 10-2 overall on the season. Led by their second-year head coach, Dominic Coleman, who also played at Hillsborough back in 2004 and 2005. First free throw is no good. Always pretty cool to come back and coach at your alma mater. Second-year head coach Dominic Coleman. Second free throw is up, and the second one will rattle in, and Macri's got his first point, and it's the first point of the ball game for Hillsborough. And now we've got a whistle. Did we get a foul called?
Yeah, it must have been. A loose ball foul on number.
Didn't get a number on who it was. Don't matter, though, because Derek Brown takes it in off the glass. Here come the Hawks pushing up court. Floater off the glass. The little kiss. How about that by Dominic Gooden? Gooden with a little floater right over the top of the 6'8 Cameron Brown, and he gets it to fall. 7-3. Back into the hands of Brown. He's got an early 5. He'll drive off the glass. No good, but he'll draw the foul. And Derek Brown will go to the line and shoot 2 free throws. Foul is going to be on Cameron James, the 6'5 freshman. That is going to be his first. Again, Hillsborough 10-2 on the year. Today is their first game since December the 19th. So both teams with right at 2 weeks since their last contest should be very well rested. I know Gordon State was here doing shoot-around when we arrived this morning right at 11 o'clock.
Full practice, it seemed like.
First free throw from Brown is up and good. We got here at 11. I believe Coach Jackson said they hit the court around 10 this morning to get started with practice. And again, if you're Gordon, I know you're sitting at 0-12 right now, but as we were talking about with Coach Jackson during the pregame show, this team has been right there. They've gotten about that 95% mark, just haven't been able to put a full 100% performance together yet. As Brown will hit both free throws. Derek Brown has an early 7. And this is a guy, if you get him going, he could easily erupt for 30 points a game.
He's already a defensive presence. I'd hate to see him on both sides.
Three-pointer is no good. Hawks get the loose ball, put back underneath this. Block, knocked out of bounds. Cameron Brown and Derek Brown both got a piece of that one as Sean Congleton, 6'4 sophomore, try to go up with the rebound. Hawks will keep possession. Inbound on the baseline. 15:23 to play. We're in the first half, just underway. Only game of the week for Gordon State. We won't play again until next Tuesday, but boy, what a busy week it's going to be next week. 3 games in 4 days. All 3 of those games are going to be right here at Highlander Arena. And, of course, we start conference play next week. So, Coach Lau, you're joining me on the broadcast today. I know your team, 0-12 on the year. You want to get that win. You want to win them all. But realistically, if you want to really look at it crazy, it's basically been 12, 13 scrimmage games to get you ready for conference play next week, because that's what really matters.
Yeah, absolutely. And, Coach Jackson, he talked about that being the first year. He scheduled some highly competitive preseason games or whatever you want to call them.
Non-conference. I know what you're trying to say.
He's got to establish himself and try to get his players playing at a higher level, and you can see some of that today. I mean, you got a 10-2 team out here, and Gordon is playing pretty stout right now.
And so far they've been able to keep the Hogs out of the paint. Another 3, it's short, but another offensive board by the Hogs. Loose ball is going to go off the foot of Macri. And it'll be a turnover in the favor of Gordon State College. So, yes, next week we're here at home on Tuesday against USC Salcatchee. They'll come from South Carolina. That's on Tuesday. Wednesday, we get Albany Tech, first conference game of the year. Next Wednesday, 7 p.m. That will be a big one here at Highlander Arena. Inside 15 minutes to play. First half, Xavier Boyd trying to back in the paint, dumps it down low. Derek Brown's shot. I'm thinking of NFL. I got all my Henrys and Derricks mixed up on my board. Straightaway 3. This one is good. Bottom of the net, and Congleton has his first 3 of the ball game. I've got Derricks, I've got Jacksons, I've got Henrys, I got Browns all on the roster. When you put them together, you just make up your own team sometimes. 9-6 ball game. Gordon up by 3. Here's a jumper, but before the shot, we've got a whistle on the floor. Shot is no good. We're going to have a foul away from the ball.
Yep.
And it's going to go against Congleton. That is going to be his first foul underneath the basket. 6'4 sophomore for Hillsborough. That'll be his first. Sub will come into the ball game here for Gordon State. Number 8, Daniel Lamont, the sophomore, will check in. He will replace Xavier Boyd. 14-19 left on the clock. Coming up at halftime today, we're going to go one-on-one with Christian Bacon, one of the members of the Gordon State College men's basketball team. We will pick his brain, talk about his interests off the court and away from school, and get to know the Highlanders. Inbound pass to Derek Brown. Fadeaway jumper, free throw line. No good off the side of the rim. Lamont will chase down the loose ball. Swings it across court into the hands of Jackson Henry. 15 on the shot clock. Henry will drive, kicks it out, pass stolen. Here come the Hawks pushing up court. All the way off the glass, no good. Offensive board, knocked away. Gordon basketball. Henry's got it. And he'll dump it off to Zion Brown, and we're going to have a foul here on the Hawks. We're going to get a push on number 15. That is Syed Mobashir, 6'2 freshman. Going to get hit with his first foul as the man himself, we were just talking about him, Christian Bacon, will check into the ball game wearing number 6. Always good to get to know these guys off the floor, as we'll have our first media timeout here with 13:51 to play in the first half. This is Gordon State College men's basketball live from Highlander Arena. And for the first time in the ballgame, let's welcome you inside the Advanced Roofing and Interiors broadcast booth. I'm Chad Feltman. This is Coach J.W. Lau. You can't really see him too good, but T. Carmichael's here with us running our scoreboard here today. And, Coach, always good to have you here. I know this is the one lone game we'll get for you in 2024 because you're still on your break before you get your baseball season started here in just a couple of weeks, representing Eagles Landing High School in McDonough, Georgia.
Absolutely, yeah. just took on that opportunity. Got rewarded the head coaching job over in around November, right before Thanksgiving break. So been preparing, getting the program up and going, and look forward to that challenge up at Eagles Landing.
Of course, Coach Lau is here with us today. He has spent the last couple of years at Gordon State College with the football program as the recruiting coordinator. And just like yours truly, a former student here at Gordon State College. Whoo, boy, long time ago. We'd have got old at this table.
It's starting to seem a long time ago every time we talk.
When you can walk into the school and go to the old gymnasium and say, I remember used to go here.
Yeah,
you know you've gotten old.
Yeah.
Gordon leads by 3 as Brown backs his way in. Finger roll off the glass. Derek Brown with 9 of Gordon's 11. Highlanders back on top by 5. It's 11-6. Hawks again trying to go in the paint but getting cut off. Gordon playing man-to-man defense right now. Corner 3, nope, head fake. Brown able to keep his feet. Now the Hawks will swing it cross court. 5 on the shot clock, got to hurry. They'll dribble into a triple team. 3 on the clock, 2, now 1. Here's a shot at the horn, and it rattles in. How about that?
That's that bad luck that we talked about earlier.
Dominic Gooden, as the horn was sounding, throws up a prayer, and it rattles in for 3. You're supposed to get those if you're the home team, not on the road. Goodness gracious. Pull-up jumper here, three-pointer, no good. Long rebound. Zion Brown too strong on the 3. Here come the Hawks with a chance to tie it. They'll dump it down low off the glass, and it's up and good. That's Macri. He's got 3 in the ball game. We're tied at 11 with 12:30 to play in the half. It's a 5-0 run right now for the Hawks. As Bacon will lead the offense and going to draw a foul. We'll have a push here on the Hawks. And a foul's going to go on Caleb Macri. That'll be his first. A couple of more subs checking into the ball game. Coming in for the Hawks, number 21, John Ziegler, one of the 5 starters. Jamar Moore, number 7, for Gordon State will enter the ball game. We're tied at 11. 12:25 left to play in the first half. There's the hot hand of Derek Brown. He's got 9 of the 11. Dumps it down. Good look. Lamont's shot is blocked underneath. Going to have a whistle and a foul, and Gordon is going to get ready for 2 free throws. Foul is going to go on number 10, Cameron James. That will be his second, but you won't see it in the scorebook after tonight, but what a give and go there from Derek Brown. No-look pass. Was able to draw triple coverage. Dumps it down low, and Lamont hits the first free throw. Derek Brown's come to play here today. Second free throw from Lamont, up and good. So Lamont comes off the bench. He's got an early 2, and the lead is back to 2. 13-11 Gordon. Hawks with the ball, trying to tie it up, possibly take the lead on a 3. Shot under the glass, partially blocked by Derek Brown, rebounded by Lamont. Here's Bacon with it. Christian will push it up court. Swings it over to Brown. Thought about going baseline. Had it cut off. Now he's trying to find Lamont on the low post. Can't get it there. Dribbles into trouble. Dumps it down low. Reverse layup. How about that circus shot off the glass from Jamar Moore? His first basket of the ball game. The lead is back to 4. Here are the Hawks driving in the paint. Shot blocked. Cameron Brown got a piece of it. Rebound, Jamar Moore. Well, this is the 13th game of the year for Gordon State, and I can promise you this, we have not seen intensity like this in any game so far to start the year in the first half. This Highlander team is coming out flying here today. 11:22 to play, first half. Gordon leads by 4. It's 15-11. Ziegler will bring it up court for the Hawks. Again, they've won 4 straight games. Ziegler all the way to the hoop, has it swatted away underneath. Shot just in front of the three-point line. He'll get it to fall. John Ziegler, 6'1" freshman, gets his first basket of the ball game. And now we've got another whistle as Bacon's bringing it up court. And we're going to get another sideline warning. That's going to be the second already on Coach Jackson. I don't see the boxes over there like you would see in baseball.
Well,
Coach
they kind of give you
what is it, seat to seat on the sideline? Is that kind of your range, or
kind of sort of? They just don't want you on the playing court.
Oh, gotcha.
So Coach Jackson gets animated. Next thing you know, he's over there running point. Trying to.
He still wants to set the offense.
Yeah.
Well, he gets out here during practice, and he's on the court with these guys. He's not just sitting in a chair watching. Coach Jackson does get animated over there for the Highlanders, who are up by 2 right now. We're halfway through the first half.
Well, right now, Gordon is just playing with more energy right now, and I love it. It's great to see. That was one of the things that I knew that team chemistry, and working through this 0-12 process, but you're seeing some of the positivity right now.
I'm still trying to figure out what the conversation's going on right now. One of the officials is having a conversation here with Coach Dominic Coleman. Coach Coleman and Coach Jackson maybe meeting here at the scorer's table. The clock looks good. The score looks good. Maybe if we just keep the coaches off the court, we'll be good to go. Put them in the front row of the stands. That'll work. Highlanders inbound with a 2-point lead. Christian Bacon bringing it up court for Gordon. Guarded by Ziegler. Bacon will kick it out to Lamont. Lamont's got it stripped away for a moment, but able to keep possession. Is 10 seconds on the shot clock. And now Gordon will dribble into its own man. Loose ball, and it's going to hit the sideline here and out of bounds. Last touch off Christian Bacon. Jamar Moore and Daniel Lamont, teammates for Gordon State, ran into each other, knocked the ball away. And here come the Hogs trying to drive baseline. It's Gooden with it, setting up the offense. Again, Gordon playing man-to-man right now. 10:23 to play, first half. Gooden shot just inside the three-point line, gets it to fall. 7 points for Dominic Gooden, the 6'1 sophomore. And it's back to a tie ball game, 15 apiece. 10:05 to play, first half. And another whistle as Christian Bacon is bringing the ball up court. And now I'm just kind of wondering what's the deal. Coach Jackson for Gordon State's literally sitting on a bench up there on a bar stool by the scores table. It still had a whistle call. It's about the third time we've seen the Highlanders bring it to half court and then the officials blow the whistle. Inside 10 minutes, tied at 15, first half. Here's Zion Brown with it. Xavier Boyd's back into the ball game. Can't miss those shoes. Speaking of shoes, how about these of Derek Brown? Lime green, fadeaway jumper, gets it to fall. Derek Brown has 11 of Gordon's 17. Gordon State takes back the lead. Finger roll in the paint off the glass. It's a good one by Sean Congleton. He's got 5. We're tied again at 17 as Brown will spin in the paint. Fadeaway jumper, the free throw line. And right now, Derek Brown just can't miss. He's got 13. I think this is the performance that Coach Jackson's been waiting to see all year from Derek Brown, as we've got a whistle and a foul. Foul will go on Brown. That's going to be his first. And it will send Gordon State to the free throw line. For 2 free throws, it will be Dominic Gooden there to shoot the 2 free throws. But before we get those, we get a timeout. 9:05 to play. We're in the first half. It's Gordon State on top by 2. It's 19-17 Highlanders.
Hey fans, how would you like to save at your next stop at the pump? Well, thanks to the May & Carter Oil Company, you can. All you have to do is download the new BP Me app today. It's free and it's available for Apple and Android devices. With the new BP Me app, you can save 5 cents per gallon at any BP location across the U.S. Download the new BP Me app today and let the May & Carter Oil Company show you how you can save 5 cents per gallon on your next fill-up.
Welcome back inside of Highlander Arena. It is 19-17. It's Gordon State on top. And yes, there's nothing on your screen right now because the teams are still huddled up over at the bench, getting ready to come out of the timeout. We will have free throws here for Hillsborough Community College. Again, the Hawks are 10-2 overall on the year. They've won 4 straight, but have not played since December the 19th when they beat Florida Sports Academy 94-68. For Gordon State, 0-12 on the year. First game since December the 16th when they played over at Chattahoochee Valley. First free throw is up and good. Just the 3rd free throw of the ball game here for Hillsborough. Dominic Gooden is at the line after being fouled by Derek Brown. Second free throw is up and good, and once again, we were tied at 19. A couple more subs going to check into the ball game here. So Dominic Gooden, the 6'1 sophomore, leading the way for Hillsborough. He now has 9. And here's the full court press from the Hawks. 9 minutes to play in the first half. And it's knocked away out of bounds. Last touch by the Hawks as Caleb Macri knocked it out of the hands of Derek Brown. Brown has 13 early on in the ball game. And Derek will inbound it right here in front of the table. That's us at the bottom of your screen. You see the back of our heads to the far left. There's Coach Lau. I got the big bald head right in the middle of the center court line, and T. Carmichael with the great hair to the right on the scoreboard. Yeah, that's Coach Lau moving his head. Here we are, kind of bobbleheads at the table at the screen down here at the bottom. It's not our cameraman, so. All tied at 19 with 8:51 to play in the first half, and they're working on the clock once again. So,
It must be the shot clock. That's what they're trying to get right, Chad, I think.
Yep, you're absolutely correct. And now we are ready. Brown will inbound it to Bacon in the backcourt. Again, coming up at halftime, we go one-on-one with Christian Bacon. Meet the Highlanders. A good one coming up today at the half. Can't wait to sit down and chat with Christian Bacon out of Lithia Springs, Georgia. 2 on the clock. Fadeaway jumper off the back of the rim. No good. It was short by Brown. Hawks take over possession, tied at 19. Good and shot off the glass. No good. Ball knocked around. Cameron Brown, the 6'8 freshman, will come away with it. Gordon has led the whole game. Here's Bacon. Floater off the glass. How about that? A little sizzle from Christian.
I like how you did that.
Been waiting all season. First basket of the game for Christian Bacon. Gordon back on top by 2. 3-pointer by the Hawks. No good. How about that? That's what you love to see. Your 2 big men fighting over the rebound. Boy, we haven't seen that all year. Derek Brown and Cameron Brown coming up with the rebound for the Highlanders as we hit 7:45 to play in the first half. 2-point lead for Gordon. Back over to Derek. Pull-up jumper at the low block. Nothing but net. That's too easy. 15 for Derek Brown, the 6'7 sophomore. Has 15 of the 23 scored by Gordon State, who leads by 4. Biggest lead for Gordon has been 5 here in the first half. 3-pointer, no good, but a foul on the 3. Derek Brown, oh, now they're going to call it a 2. Not a 3-pointer, so it looks like Ziegler had his foot on the line, but nonetheless, it is going to be a foul on Derek Brown. That will be his 2nd. And it will send Hillsborough to the line to shoot 2 free throws. 7:21 to play here in the first half. And at the line is John Ziegler, one of the 5 starters here today for the Hawks. First free throw is no good. Ziegler has 2 early on. 6'1 freshman. Again, only 2 games remaining non-conference for Gordon State as Ziegler hits the 2nd. Gives them 3 in the game. We start conference play next Wednesday. Right here at Highlander Arena. Boy, that's when it's going to get fun. Yeah, it looks like we're going to have a... At this point, I don't know. I'm just... Every time Gordon brings it up to the bench, a whistle blows. I'm at a loss for words. We will try to get an explanation at halftime, but... 7:10 left in the first half. Stolen. Hawks have it, pushing it up court all the way, and a huge 2-handed jam by Cameron James. His first basket of the ball game. Shucked the whole backboard and the ceiling after bringing that one down. And now a foul going to be called on the Hawks. Gooden is going to get hit with a reach-in foul. It's going to be his first. So that'll be the first foul on Dominic Gooden, who's leading the way for Hillsborough. He has 9. 6:50 to play, first half. Gordon not only looking for his first win of the season, Highlanders also looking for their first halftime lead of the season. Jumper off the backboard is no good. Too strong by Jamal Moore. Gooden pushes up court. Nearly goes into a double team. Hasn't knocked away, but the Hawks pick it back up. They'll swing it around in the corner. Thought about a three for a moment. Putback is blocked underneath. Highlanders blocked it. And here comes Gordon State pushing it up court. Looked like Lamont got a piece of that underneath the basket. Here's Bacon. He'll drive. Left-handed scoop. Oh, that one's swatted. Knocked out of bounds.
Great take by Bacon. Number 10 over there from Hillsborough, Cameron, he was able to get across and make a good block.
Cameron James says he prefers sausage with his breakfast. Get that bacon out of here.
You having too much fun with
I am. Inbound pass to Gordon. Derek Brown has it. Gonna try to back his way in. He's got 15. Fadeaway jumper on the baseline. Short rebound by Gooden. 6 minutes to play, first half. Gooden will push up court, and there's going to be a foul on the Highlanders. Jamal Moore going to get hit with a foul. I believe that he and Gooden got tangled up. But it's going to be the first foul on Moore. Hogs will inbound it. Looking for their first lead of the game. They've tied it up several times, but they have yet to lead so far. Gordon holding on to a 23-22 advantage. 5:50 to play, first half. Left-handed layup, no good. There's Moore with a strong rebound for the Highlanders. Bacon will push up court. Gordon has numbers. Henry with it, swings it over. Corner, Brown, three-pointer, no good. Back of the iron, rebound by the Hawks. Now they'll push. And throw it out of bounds in front of the Gordon bench.
Great defense, great hustle by Bacon right there to transition back on defense.
Macri was trying to find Malik Banks and just threw it out of bounds. And to give the Highlanders the ball right back. 5:34 to play in the first half. Hawks trailing the Highlanders by 1. Again, Gordon has led the whole game since 2-0 as Bacon will drive. Kicks it to Henry. Over in the corner. Thought about the three. Collision underneath. And there's a shot by Jackson. Too strong, and then going to get hit with a foul on the loose ball. Jackson Henry going to get called with his first foul of the ball game. Had a good look underneath the rim, just too strong on the one-handed put. $5:15 to play, first half. Here's Gooden with it, try to drive all the way off the glass. Gets it to roll in, and there's the first lead of the ball game for the Hawks. It comes with 5:02 to play in the first half. That's 11 points for Dominic Gooden. And here's a block and a foul on Malik Banks. He was trying to cut off the drive for Christian Bacon. The 6-foot sophomore going to get hit with his first foul for the Hawks. As it looks like we'll get a couple of subs come in and another quick timeout. 4:53 to play. We are in the first half, and it's a 1-point lead for the Hawks of Hillsborough Community College. We are glad to have you here with us this afternoon in Barnesville, Georgia, for live coverage of Gordon State College men's basketball, being presented today by Countryside Mower in downtown Jackson, Georgia. If you're looking for your next residential or commercial zero-turn mower, be sure to stop by Countryside Mower in Jackson, Georgia today for the biggest selection of Gravely and Aaron's zero-turn mowers. 0% financing is available with approved credit. Monthly payments starting under $100, and the biggest selection around with over 150 brand new zero-turn mowers from Aaron's and Gravely in stock and ready for delivery. For more details and to shop online, be sure to check out the website at countrysidemower.com. Highlandersbasketball.com. Again, alongside of Coach James Lau and our scoreboard operator today, T. Carmichael, I'm Chad Feltman with K13 Media. We've got Michael Penn on the camera for us, and only game we've got for you this week here today for Gordon State. They'll get a week off before we come back next week for a very busy week. 3 games in 4 days for the Highlanders next week. And we'll start off that action a week from today. We will take on USC Salkatchee at 4 p.m. right here at Highlander Arena. For Hillsborough, they're back in action this Saturday. They're going to be taking on St. Petersburg College. They'll be back at home in Tampa. It's one place I've never been, Coach Lau, the Tampa area, the Clearwater, St. Pete. It's where the family wants to go vacation next year. So travel going to be called here on the Highlanders. Too many steps as Lamont was trying to get to the rim. How about you? Ever been to Tampa, Clearwater area?
I've been to the Tampa, Hillsborough area. Went down to Ybor City. That's a little good party area down there. It's great to cut loose on a Friday, Saturday night. Back in my young age.
Foul going to be called on the Hawks as Bacon was pushing it up court. They're going to hit Malik Banks with his second. Did you say Ybor City?
Ybor City. It's not somewhere you need to take the kids or anything.
Okay.
But it's definitely one of those nights where if you want to go out, and they got a lot of bars and nightclubs and nightlife in Tampa. But Clearwater, I've been there as well. It's very nice. You want to talk about the clear water. It's been in the pure white sandy beaches. It's definitely one of those that you can go and visit and enjoy yourself.
Christian Bacon is at the free throw line, hit the front end of the 1-and-1. The second one is up and in. So Bacon has 2 more. It gives him 4. Gordon back on top by 1. Highlanders are 6 for 6 from the free throw line here in the first half. And a foul going to be called here. We're going to have an offensive foul on the Hawks. It's going to go against Cameron James.
Extended his hand when he's trying to go past him.
So an offensive foul. That is the 3rd on Cameron James. Again, it's the Highlanders back on top, 25-24. The man with the ball on your screen is Christian Bacon. We will be chatting with him at halftime. We will go one-on-one, presented by Countryside, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram in Jackson, Georgia. How about this kick out? Wide open 3, no good. Foul underneath. Loose ball foul going to go against Derek Brown. That's going to be Brown's 3rd. Man, Gordon had a wide open look. Good dish there from Bacon. Loose ball foul on Derek Brown. That is his 3rd foul as we are inside 4 minutes to play in the first half. And now we'll have a foul on the Highlanders. Jamal Moore going to get hit with a block. That's going to be his 2nd. This is a very fun time of the year. Football is just about done, except for a national championship game coming up next week. But, I mean, you were right in the prime of college basketball season right now as everybody works their way toward March Madness and conference championship time. And it's kind of funny the way college basketball always works. Before Christmas, it's non-conference, just a lot of cool games. But, boy, as soon as that calendar turns to January and you start getting ready for conference play, oh, boy, the intensity just ramps up.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell with Gordon. I mean, they're just more physical. They're giving fouls, but they're also going to the paint, getting fouls as well. So you can tell that just the maturity of the team is coming together.
Long 3-pointer, good. First 3 of the game for Zion Brown. Gordon's back up by 4, 28-24. 3-pointer here from the Hawks. No good. Long rebound into the hands of Christian Bacon. Brown, another long 3. Just about shot this one from down on College Drive. It was so far, but hit the front of the rim. Hawks will drive. Mobasher stopped his dribble, kicks it back up now. Here's the screen. As Gooden tries to drive, but it's cut off. Hawks go inside. Shot too strong off the glass by Rondon, the 6'8 freshman. Bacon with the rebound. Highlanders trying to go baseline. Shot wild, no good by Xavier Boyd. Rebound Gooden. He'll try to go coast to coast, and an offensive foul going to be called.
By your man, Mr. Bacon himself.
Yes, sir. Don't come in here with that on my frying pan. Christian Bacon draws the foul.
Bacon.
He's been my favorite player all year, man. How do you not enjoy a guy?
He needs an NIL deal to get some bacon. Come on. Help him out, Chad.
How Smithfield is not on this, or Oscar Meyer, my goodness. His game's like straight Hickory / Applewood, you know.
Oh, my God. He's terrible.
Here's Brown driving. In the paint. Gets it to fall to 17 for Derek Brown. Biggest lead of the game for Gordon. We're up by 6. Gooden with a drive. No good. Strong rebound by Lamont. Bacon will push up court. Brown has it. Will stop the offense momentarily. Big height advantage there as he's guarded by Ziegler. Here's Boyd. Three-pointer left wing. Front of the rim. No good. Lamont comes flying in but can't bring home the loose ball. Hawks drive. Left-handed layup, wild shot, no good by Macri. Highlanders with a rebound. Here's Boyd with it. 1:40 to play, first half. Lamont over to Brown. Zion, corner three, no good. Lamont, size advantage down low, has it stripped away, knocked out of bounds on the baseline. Gordon's going to keep the ball. We get a couple of subs check in. Here comes Jamar Moore for Gordon.
Needs to take advantage in the paint right now.
Yep.
The height is there. There's only got one guy, I swear, probably over 6'3" right now.
18 on the shot clock. Got to hurry and get it in. And there's that height advantage as Brown works on Ziegler. Fadeaway jumper, back of the iron, no good. Rebound by the Hawks. Rondon picked it up. Hawks push it up court, down 6. Here's Gooden with it. Three-pointer is up, no good. Brown comes flying in, and Derek's got another rebound. 1 minute to play, first half. Gordon leads 30-24. Christian Bacon will set up the offense inside of a minute now. Here's Brown, turnaround, double team, fouled in the paint. That's what you were talking about, Coach.
Coach Jackson sees it too. He's trying to expose right now from Hillsborough that, these guys are fast. They look like shooters, but right now, defensively, we have the height advantage. We have to take that advantage and put it on the paint.
Derek Brown will go to the line. Gordon is 6 for 6 early on at the free throw line, and how about a 6-point lead? Brown will set. First free throw is up and good. Well, the lead is 7, and you're 7 of 7 at the free throw line. It's just fundamentals, folks. And again, when we got here earlier today, this team was taking free throw shots for about a good half hour. 52 seconds remaining in the first half. Brown is ready for his second free throw. It's up, and it's good. Make it 8 for 8, and it's an 8-point lead, biggest lead of the game. 50 seconds to play in the half. Ziegler will push it up court here for the Hawks to set the offense. Gordon standing at man-to-man D. Brown just about comes away with a steal. Ziegler hits the deck, throws it away. Now there's a fight for it in the paint.
Jump ball right there. And I love it. And I love it. And I love it. Look at the bench. Look at the bench. Look at the coach, Coach Jackson. That is stuff I love to see.
The hustle. Lamont and Rondon on top of that loose ball. Jump ball called, possession arrow to Gordon. 34 seconds left in the half. 30 on the shot clock. Christian Bacon and the Highlanders could hold for the final shot if they choose to. It's an 8-point lead. Bacon guarded by Ziegler. He'll drive all the way, kicks it out. Zion Brown, corner three, short, no good, off the shot clock. Brown had a good look, just couldn't push it home. You know, if we're playing backyard ball, you tip that in, that's about a 5-point shot.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
And now let's see if Hillsborough will hold for the final shot. As we hit 10 on the game clock, they will. Here's Gooden with it. Trying to cross and cut all the way. Shot blocked in the paint, And a foul going to be called on the Highlanders. Somebody from Gordon got a tip.
Number 7 right there, I think it's going to get called. Jamar is going to get called with the foul.
It's going to be his third, and it comes with 1.7 left in the half. Highlanders blocked the shot in the paint, but on the putback there was a foul, and it's going to send Ziegler to the line for 2 free throws. Hillsborough 4 out of 6 so far from the free throw line. First one is up and good. Ziegler so far 2 out of 3, his second trip to the line. That gives him 4 points in the ballgame. 1.7 left in the half. Again, coming up at halftime, we go one-on-one with Gordon State Highlander Christian Bacon. Second free throw is in and out, no good. Brown with the rebound, and that'll do it for the first half. So for the first time all season, Gordon State College has a halftime lead. Highlanders on top of the Hawks. It is 32-25. Great first half for Coach Jackson and the Highlanders. Can they put it together and come away with their first win of the season? We will find out here in just a few moments. 32-25 is Gordon State on top. 60-second timeout, and then we come back and go one-on-one with Gordon State College Highlander Christian Bacon. That's coming up next, right here with K13 Media.
2023 is quickly coming to an end, and Countryside Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is closing out the year with our biggest savings yet on new 2023 Jeeps. During the Wrap Up the Year sales event, you can take 15% off the MSRP sticker price on select remaining 2023 Jeep models, including Grand Cherokee, Compass, Gladiator, and Renegade. No games, no coupons, no gimmicks. You get to instantly take 15% off the sticker price just for showing up to the dealership. Shop our complete online inventory at countrysideautomotive.com or come see us in person. We're open Monday through Saturday just off of I-75 exit 205 in Jackson and I-20 exit 114 in Madison. Make this December one to remember when you find your new ride at Countryside.
Well, it's halftime here at Highlander Arena. Gordon State College and Hillsborough Community College taking a break for a moment. Almost everybody except for one player from Gordon State College. That, of course, being Christian Bacon, wearing number 6 tonight for the Highlanders of Gordon State College. Out of Lilburn, Georgia, it is time to go one-on-one with Christian Bacon. Christian, good to have you here at the broadcast table. First of all, before we get started, how was Christmas? And did you have a good New Year's? Did you have a good break, or do you even get a break when it comes to college basketball this time of year?
No, we got a break. We got a more lengthy break than I thought we would get. We were supposed to come back on the 26th, but we ended up coming back on the 31st.
How was Christmas? Did you get time with the family or anything?
Yeah, I got time with the family. My brother just had a baby the 23rd, so I became an uncle for the first time.
Well, congratulations, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
A Christmas baby.
Yeah.
That's so cool until they get about 7 or 8 years old. Then it's like, wait a minute. They combine Christmas and the birthday in one. They catch on to stuff like that. Those close Christmas babies. My daughter's in February, so she gets it too. But glad to have you here at the broadcast table with us. And time to get to know Mr. Bacon here in just a little bit. First of all, it says hometown is out of Lilburn, Georgia. Tell me a little bit about Lilburn, the high school you went to, and your past playing days before you got to Gordon College.
Well, I'm actually not from Lilburn. It's Lithia Springs.
Oh, so the website is wrong.
Yeah, it's Lithia Springs, Georgia, in Douglas County. Well, I went to school at Cumberland Christian High School in Powder Springs.
Okay.
I went there all 13 years, elementary, middle school, and high school. But this year they're closing down due to lack of students, so it won't really be there after this
13
year.
years in one school. That's dedication, man.
Yeah.
Lithia Springs, by the way.
Yeah.
Not Lilburn, Georgia. So we'll have to get on the research department on that. So, all right, you ready to go one-on-one with these questions?
Yes, sir.
All right, don't do like Jackson Henry did and cheat and look on my sheet right here because I'm about to pull them up. It's going to be rapid fire. Ready?
Okay.
All right, here we go. Christian Bacon, when is your birthday?
June 7th, 2004.
June 7th, 2004. Where were you born?
Lithia Springs. Well, no, Fulton County.
Fulton County. All right. What hospital?
Northside.
Okay, Northside. All right, that's a good one. Do you have a nickname?
They just call me Bake, half of bacon.
They call you what?
Bake. Half
Bake.
of bacon.
Half? Oh, I thought they called you half of
No,
bacon.
no.
All right, so if you were a bacon, what kind of bacon would you be? Applewood, hickory, or
Applewood.
Applewood.
Not turkey bacon, though.
no? That's the
turkey.
fake stuff.
Yeah, we don't do that.
I don't want no turkey bacon. We want the real stuff here. All right, what are you majoring in here at Gordon State? What brought you here to Barnesville?
Majoring in physical therapy. I want to be a physical therapist when I'm done with basketball.
Very nice. All right. Favorite or lucky number? I know you wear number 6 on the court. Was that by choice, or do you have another number that
Number
that you-
3.
Number 3?
Yeah.
You and I got something in common.
Your favorite number 3?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Number 3 for a long, long time. All right. Let's see if we have anything else in common. Favorite vacation spot? Where do you like to go when you're not playing ball or not in school? Where do you go chill?
At home, really.
Really? Vacation at home?
Well-
no beach, no mountain, no exotic location?
I'm not the beach type. I don't like the sand in between my toes. I'm not that type.
Okay. I've learned that about the beach. Either you love it or hate it.
Yeah.
There is no in between. But at home, that's where you're vacationing.
Yeah, I haven't.
All right. He's a staycation kind of guy.
Yeah.
Staycation. All right. We'll add that to the list. Favorite movie? If you had to pick one, do you have a favorite movie?
They gonna mess with me for this, but How to Train a Dragon, it's a kid movie. But I like the How to Train a Dragon movies, all 3 of them.
Isn't that a sad one? How to Train a Dragon?
Sometimes. Or Planet of the Apes.
Okay.
Planet of the Apes.
All right. How to Train a Dragon. I would have never in a million years
Yeah.
guessed that. All right. Speaking of dragons and animals, if you could turn into any animal, what would you turn into?
Cheetah.
I think that's what Xavier Boyd said, too. I think he
Yeah.
wanted to be a cheetah. Why a cheetah? What's so great about a cheetah?
I just like how fast they run.
Okay. So a
Really
cheetah.
good.
All right. Let's see here. What superpower would you give yourself?
Super speed.
Super speed of a cheetah. Watch out. So we're here with Christian Bacon. We're going 1-on-1. It's halftime at Gordon State College between the Highlanders and the Hawks. And got a few more questions for you. So what's your favorite band, your favorite musician? What's in the headphones right now? What are you jamming to?
Rod Wave's on my list. I like old school Michael Jackson.
Favorite Michael Jackson song?
Probably Beat It.
That's a good one. Have you ever heard Weird Al Yankovic's version of Eat It? Just Eat It? All right, there's your homework after the ball game here tonight. I'm going to scare you to death. He wasn't even born when it came out. But there you go. Just Eat It. Weird Al Yankovic. There's some folks out there who know all about Weird Al. Let's see here. Favorite food. What do you like to eat? What's your favorite thing?
Good homemade salmon and rice meal from my father.
That's some good stuff. I met your dad, by the way.
Yeah.
At Wendy's a couple of weeks ago. He was getting chili, I think. Wasn't no
course he
salmon and
was.
rice at Wendy's, but
Nah.
we met after a late ball game, and good guys. He's certainly proud of you. So didn't know he could cook,
Appreciate that.
though, so it's pretty
Yeah.
doggone good. All right, one thing in life you've always wanted to do, but you've never done yet.
Going on vacation with my friends. Just me and my friends. No parents, nothing else.
You just said you didn't have a vacation spot, so you just got to bring all the guys to the
Yeah.
house? Is that what it is?
No. We got to go out like cabin type with no parents, just us.
Any particular place?
I don't know yet.
A cabin, though. All right, so we know we're not at a beach,
We're not doing the beach.
but there's a cabin somewhere with a bunch of buddies. All right,
Yeah.
we'll get to that later on. What else do we have here? All right, what's your biggest pet peeve other than announcers like me getting on your nerves and asking you dumb questions?
Smacking while you're eating or burping, like burping without saying excuse me.
That's just rude.
Yeah, I don't like that.
That's just rude. I agree. All right, who wins in a fight, Harley Quinn or Wonder Woman?
Wonder Woman, absolutely.
Why?
It's not close.
Not even close.
Absolutely not.
First round knockout.
Yes, absolutely.
Boxing match. Wonder Woman.
5 seconds.
Wow. Even with Harley Quinn using the bat.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Wow. Okay. Sorry, Harley Quinn fans. Not happening. Not your day. What is your favorite sport other than basketball? Do you play anything else? Do you enjoy going to other sporting events other than basketball?
I used to play baseball. That was
position?
my first natural sport. Center field and second base.
I can see you as a second baseman. I
Yeah.
can see Christian Bacon. Here we go. Ready? Grounder to Bacon. 4-6-3 double play.
Yeah.
Had a good ring to it, right?
Yeah.
I like that. All right. What's your? Let's see. We're going through our list right here. Almost done. I promise. Early bird or night owl?
Both. It really depends on the type of day. I can get up earlier in the morning for like practice or something, or I can also stay out late with my friends. Stay out late.
I know Coach has worked y'all pretty early some this year.
Sometimes.
Like 6 o'clock practices, right?
Earliest has been 5.
Y'all started practice at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Coach has lost his mind. I'd be running laps or something. I couldn't do 5 o'clock, much less practicing basketball. Alert, wide awake. No way. We got to talk with Coach Jackson about that. All right, let's see here. If you could visit any place on Earth, where would you go?
Alaska to see the lights in the sky.
Yes.
My mom's from Alaska. So she's seen it. I haven't seen it before.
You and I are on the same page with
Yeah.
that. The Aurora Borealis, I think is what they call it, the Northern Lights.
Yeah, Northern
Man,
Lights,
that
yeah.
would be awesome. Absolutely. All right, what's your proudest achievement so far? I know have you turned 20 yet? Not quite. 19.
19.
June
yeah.
7th, he turns
Yeah.
20. So in your 19 years of life, so far, what's your proudest achievement?
I got my jersey retired at my high school.
Oh, that is awesome.
For the dedication that I had there. Yeah.
What number was the jersey?
3.
3?
Yeah.
That is, I don't know any other high schoolers who have their jersey retired.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool right there. I like that. All right, if you could go back in time, where would you go and when? I mean, anytime. Dinosaurs, French Revolution, last week for dinner.
Probably like 2016. 2016, I feel like I had no problems in life, nothing to worry about. Best year of my life.
So you were like 11 years old,
Something like
roughly
that.
something like that.
Something like
What
that.
was so great about 2016?
Basketball was good. NBA was good. I played 2K. The 2K, that was one of the best 2Ks that came out. Life
20
was just good.
2016. There you go, sitting around the house playing NBA 2K.
Yeah.
2K16 or 2K, I don't know.
16 or 17.
There you go. That'll work. All right, yeah, let's see here. This is going to be a good one right here. If somebody was going to play a movie based on Christian Bacon, who is going to play that role? What actor is going to play you in a movie about your life? Sitting at home in 2016 playing NBA 2K.
An actor that would play my life.
See, this is why this is fun. You put them on the spot. They have no clue what's coming. You get them to do some of that critical thinking, warming them up for the classroom.
I really couldn't tell you.
Think on it. We'll come back to it.
Okay.
Favorite holiday?
Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving.
It's a good holiday. And the last question, and then I'll let you get back to the court. Tell everybody something about you that we don't know. It don't necessarily have to be a secret, just maybe something that when you're off the court or away from school that you're not in the highlight, so to say. What's something about you people don't know about you?
I'm more of a stay to myself type of person. I'd rather be by myself than be a bunch around a whole lot of people at one time.
Nothing
Yeah,
wrong with
that's
that
about
at all. So you did good, man. You
appreciate
passed the
that.
test.
I appreciate
Nicely done. A+ on the quiz to start 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Christian Bacon. He wears number 6 for the Highlanders out of Lithia Springs, Georgia. And he's here with us this afternoon at halftime. We're going to take us a very quick break, and when we come back, Christian and the rest of the Highlanders back on the court as we continue on with our coverage today of Gordon State College basketball against Hillsborough. One-on-one from Barnesville, presented by Countryside Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Jackson, Georgia. Don't go far. The start of the second half is coming up next.
...2023 is quickly coming to an end, and Countryside Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is closing out the year with our biggest savings yet on new Ram trucks. During the wrap-up-the-year sales event, take 10% off the MSRP sticker price on select 2023 Ram 1500 and 2500 model trucks. No games, no coupons, no gimmicks. You get to instantly take 10% off the sticker price just for showing up to the dealership. Qualified buyers can also take advantage of low 3.9% financing for 72 months when financed through Chrysler Capital. Shop our complete online inventory at CountrysideAutomotive.com or come see us in person. We're open Monday through Saturday just off of I-75 exit 205 in Jackson and I-20 exit 114 in Madison. Make this December one to remember when you find your new ride at Countryside.
Welcome back to Highlander Arena. We are at halftime, and for the first time all year, the Highlanders of Gordon State College have a halftime lead. It's a 7-point advantage. Gordon State on top of Hillsborough Community College as we once again welcome you back inside the Advanced Roofing and Interiors broadcast booth. I'm Chad Feltman with K13 Media. The gentleman to my left, Coach J.W. Lyles, here with me, and you can't really see him on the screen unless he leans in here. Come on in, man. Say hello to everybody. That's our scorekeeper right there, ladies and gentlemen. That is Mr. T. Carmichael. How's it going, T?
Good.
Good Christmas?
Yes.
Happy New Year?
Yes.
Good to see you.
Good.
All right. You got your M&Ms?
Yes.
He's not a man of many words, Coach Lau, but when he talks, he means business.
He does. Yes, he does.
It's always good to have T. Carmichael here with us. And way on top, you can't see him up there, but It's Michael Penn. He is on the camera for us here this afternoon as we got about 90 seconds before we start the second half. And, man, Coach Lau, what a first half by the Highlanders led by Derek Brown. I've got 18 points on my sheet. He leads all scores, but, man, where do you want to start? I mean, first time all year. We're talking about the first win. Small victory in the first half because for the first time all year, Gordon leads here at halftime today.
Yeah, the first thing I want to talk about is the energy and the team camaraderie that I've seen with Gordon State. I love it. That's the secret ingredient. Everybody wants to know the secret sauce of success and team success. It's that team camaraderie because you have to play for each other, especially in basketball. Everybody thinks it's old school isolation, one-on-one type stuff, but you can't be successful as a team if you don't do that. And then secondly, the one thing that I've seen drastically different from the first game to now is the three-point attempts. I have 2 for 5 for Gordon State. They hit 2 out of 5 shot selections. To me, that they're getting points in the paints, the mid-range, close-range layups or dunks. And to me, that has been the story of the first half for Gordon.
Coolest thing I like on my stat sheet in the first half, how about this for a stat? Gordon State, 8 for 8 from the free throw line, and it's a 7-point lead.
Absolutely.
There you go. Getting ready for the start of the second half. Again, we are glad to have you here with us. It's Gordon State College men's basketball. We're up by 7, 32-25. And again, it's Derek Brown leading all scorers. He has 18 for the Highlanders. It's Dominic Gooden leading the way for Hillsborough. He has 11 as we are ready to start the second half here at Highlander Arena. A 7-point lead, and immediately Highlanders block the shot in the paint. As Cameron James was trying to spin to the rim, he has his shot blocked. And the Highlanders will come out with the ball. Here's Cameron Brown with it, working on the low post, trying to back his way in. Gets fouled on his way to the rim. And we're going to have a foul on the Hawks. This one is going to go against number 10. It's Cameron James. It's his 4th, so Cameron James fouls Cameron Brown. And it's going to send Cameron Brown to the line for 2. Again, Gordon 8 out of 8. From the free throw line in the first half. Can they stay perfect? First free throw is in and out. No good. I didn't jinx him, did I? Is that on the broadcaster? Is that how that works?
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
You shouldn't have said anything, but, oh, well, it's over now.
Here's the second free throw. He makes it. I mean, 9 out of 10. Still not a bad day at the free throw line. I would have took a 90 on any of my tests here at Gordon when I was here 20 years ago. With a smile on my face. I promise you that. The lead is back to 8. Ziegler comes away with a loose ball in the paint. Jumper in the paint is up and good. A nice kiss by Malik Banks. He has his first basket of the game. It's 33-27. Here's Jackson Henry trying to drive baseline. Henry all the way to the glass. Too strong. No good. Knocked away. Hawks have it. Ziegler will push up court. Ball is going to be knocked away by Zion Brown. Good defense by Zion. It was a 2-on-1 for the Hawks. And Zion was able to reach his hand in there and knock it away. It's got to remain Hawk basketball on the baseline. But, boy, that's tough. You got 2 guys coming at you.
Yeah, the Hawks are a good team, but, Zion Brown is the most athletic-looking guy they have. The rest are just average guys that move the ball pretty well, play off the ball.
Three-pointer, no good by Gooden. Ball's knocked around, loose underneath, and tried to save it on the baseline, but it hit the baseline. Last touch by Andrew Rondon, the 6'8 freshman for the Hawks. Again, Hillsborough has won 4 straight. They're 10-2 on the year. Gordon 0-12 on the season. Trying to pick up the team's first win. We start conference play next Wednesday. Fadeaway jumper from Zion, no good. Derek with the putback, has it ripped away by Rondon. And here's Gooden trying to drive all the way, backs into the paint. Got away with not 1, but 2 travels, and then he'll draw the foul. Oh, man. Foul's going to go on Gordon State. They'll call Jackson Henry with his second foul. And here comes Dominic Gooden to the free throw line to shoot 2. He leads his team with 11, make it 12 now. Dominic Gooden, a 6'1 sophomore, can't hit the second. 33-28, it's a 5-point lead for the Highlanders. Gordon State led by 7 at halftime. That's been their biggest lead of the game. Hawks led momentarily by just 1, as now we have a whistle and a foul. Gonna have a foul on the Hawks.
On 24.
Yep, that's gonna go against Congleton.
Yep.
That'll be his second. It was off the ball.
And it seems like this is the Hawks' bigs, 24 and 25 in. So they kind of play small ball, and then they play with the traditional 4 and 5.
Well, they started 4 guards today, and their starting lineup is Jackson Henry's left-handed lay-in, no good, but there's Xavier Boyd, able to save him and put in the basket for his 4th point of the ballgame. 35-28, Gordon leads. Nice floater. Tough layup off the glass for Malik Banks. He now has 4 here in the second half. 35-30, Gordon back on top by 5 as Boyd has it knocked away in the paint and a double team. Hawks push it up court. Zion Brown back to knock it out of bounds. Well, that is twice that Zion has been able to get back on defense and knock away a fast break for the Hawks.
And that group right there, I mean, you would think they're pretty athletic, but, man, I just don't like that group right there. Coach Jackson obviously subs them out, but that group right there just don't have any chemistry right now.
5-point lead for the Highlanders. 17-15 to play in regulation. Congleton thought about a 3, guarded by Zion Brown. Brown still on him, 10 on the shot clock. Here's a 3-pointer for the Hawks. This one is good. Malik Banks was scoreless at halftime. He has 7 in the first 3 minutes of the second half. It's a 2-point game. Alley-oop attempt is no good for Gordon as Daniel Lamont throws it away, trying to find Derek Brown. You got to throw it very high to throw it over the head of Derek Brown. And now the Hawks have a chance to tie or take the lead. Again, Gordon State led 32-25 at halftime. It's a 2-point game now. Hawks push it up court, 16 and a half to play. 3-pointer, right wing is good. And just like that, Congleton will give the Hawks their second lead of the game. It's 36-35. Hillsborough has taken the lead. Here's Jackson. He'll try to drive baseline. Nothing working. Throws it back to Zion. Top of the key, guarded by Ziegler. 3-pointer now from Jackson. Front of the rim, no good. There's Lamont to get the offensive board. Back to Jackson Henry. Left-handed shot, no good. Rebound Hawks. They'll push up court. Congleton all the way to the rim. Foul going to be called on Christian Bacon. He's going to get hit with the block. That'll be his first. Man, oh man, what a start to the second half here for the Hawks. They have outscored Gordon so far 11-3.
Well, one of the things I was going to talk about also at halftime is the fact that when one player has 18 points and no one else has more than 5, it kind of, you know what the halftime adjustment's going to be for the other team. Somebody on this Gordon State team has to be able to be an offensive threat.
37-35 as Congleton hits the first free throw. Second one is up, second one is good. And now is the biggest lead of the game for the Hawks. They're up by 3. 38-35, Hillsborough. Zion will drive, dumps it down low. Gordon throws it away. Ziegler with the steal, pushes up court. Congleton has it, layup is good. It's a 5-point lead for Hillsborough. This would be a great time for a Gordon timeout.
Absolutely.
Completely different team, and there is the timeout from Coach Jackson. A much-needed timeout for the Highlanders, who have come out, just been punched in the mouth here in the second half so far, as Hillsborough, who was down by 7 at halftime, has so far come out and outscored Gordon 15-3 in the first 4.5 minutes of the second half. And a big part of that has been Malik Banks, who's come off the bench in the second half. Coach Lau, he has 7 here in the second half after not having a single point in the first 20 minutes of the game.
Well, you know, he's been able to create his own shot, and he's had some favorable rim help. But then Sean Congleton, 24, has also been the guy that's just high-energy guy on the low post, getting rebounds and creating his shot inside, and he's also been able to hit a couple threes in this game.
Malik Banks and Sean Congleton for Hillsborough both have 7 points here in the second half. It is a 15-3 run to start the second half, and this has been the problem for Gordon all season. As Bacon throws it away, here come the Hawks. Gooden will try to take it coast to coast. Wild shot, somehow gets it to fall. And right now, the Hawks can't miss. They're up by 7. Boy, how quick the game of basketball can change. 5 minutes ago, Gordon led by 7. Now they're down by 7. Zion Brown can't get the 3 to fall. Here's the putback, and finally that'll stop the bleeding as Derek Brown puts in his 20th point of the game. 42-37. Now the Hawks just about throw it away, and there's going to be a fight for the ball, and a timeout going to be called by Coach Dominique Coleman just before Hillsborough turned it over. But man, oh man, 42-37, and again, 2 players have done the damage here for the Hawks. Malik Banks with 7, all 7 in the second half. Congleton also with 7 here in the second half. And again, it's 42-37. Hillsborough has come out firing here in the second half after Gordon went to the halftime break leading for the first time all season at halftime. Just about 5 minutes ago, we were up by 7.
Well, you know, again, Derek Brown, they're give credit to Hillsborough. They came out and they've made sure the defense has kind of molded and covered on Derek Brown. And honestly, we have not set up any offensive set plays or created any good shots in the second half to start out. So we've been kind of just hoping it goes in. Hopefully we clean that up. You know, the energy's a little down right now because we're going to see how they can fight through some adversity. So I think Gordon still has a good shot to pull this one out. They just have to clean up the little things, and someone needs to come and help Derek score on the other side on the offensive side of the ball.
Derek Brown leads the way for Gordon. He has 20 to lead all scorers. 14:39 to play in regulation. It's a 5-point lead here for the Hawks as Gooden will cross over. Shot off the glass, gets it to fall again with a hand in his face. Dominic Gooden has 5 here in the second half. He has 16 in the ballgame to lead the way for the Hawks. Bacon with a floater in the paint gets that one to fall. Christian Bacon has 6 in the ballgame. And here's the hot hand, Malik Banks for the Hawks. 7 points, all of them here in the first 5 minutes of the second half. 3-pointer, right wing, no good. Strong rebound there for Jamar Moore. And here come the Highlanders pushing it back up court. Moore wants to drive now. Shot off the glass is good. There's that size advantage inside.
Yeah, I like Jamar. He is the firecracker right now. He is motivating this team.
44-41. Back to a 3-point game. Here's the pick and roll. The only problem was Rondon missed his block. Got it that time. Just about knocked Bacon backwards. Shot too strong. Rondon gets the rebound, and a foul going to be called. Let's see who they're going to call it on against Gordon. Looks like they're going to get number 7. That is going to be Jamar Moore. That will be his 4th. And it will send Andrew Rondon to the free throw line to shoot 2, where so far today the Hawks are 8 out of 12 from the free throw line. They've shot it pretty good themselves. Andrew Rondon, the 6'8 freshman, looking for his first point of the ballgame. 13:32 to play in regulation. First free throw is no good. Cameron Brown will check back in for the Highlanders. So will Sean Congleton, the 6'4 sophomore. He'll come back in for the Hawks.
And I circled, I put little stars by guys that I saw during warm-up that I felt like were going to be impact players. And Rondon was one of the guys, but he has been lost in the sauce today.
No points. 0 for 2 there at the free throw line. Still a 3-point game. Gordon with a chance to tie it here. Trying to work it down low to Cameron Brown on the low post, but they can't find him. Christian Bacon will reset the offense. He'll drive. Shot blocked in the paint, but a foul going to be called.
Number
before
2 on Caleb McCary. If that's it.
Macri.
Macri,
Yep.
I'm sorry.
It's all good. Second foul on Macri. It was off the ball.
Well, Coach Jackson's doing an excellent job. He's pulling Derek out of the box and making those little guys go down there and contend.
Here's Brown. Turnaround jumper too strong. No good.
But he's got to finish. He's got to finish. Those he has to make right here to win this game for Gordon.
Here's Gooden trying to drive. Gets in and gets underneath Derek Brown. Dominic Gooden with his 7th point of the second half. Well, you're talking about equal distribution. Malik Banks, Dominic Gooden, and Sean Congleton, all 3 have 7 points here in the second half for the Hawks. Bacon gets it over to Derek Brown, who has 20. He'll back his way in. Wild shot, going to draw the foul.
Good foul. I mean, that's the one thing Gordon did in the first half. It got, Hillsborough in foul trouble. So I feel like, it puts Derek in there to get some free throws, and it also puts Hillsborough in a foul situation later in this game.
Gordon State 9 out of 10 from the free throw line as Brown will go there and shoot 2. Today's coverage of Gordon State basketball presented by United Bank, the official banking partner for K13 Media. Be sure to stop by and visit your local United Bank branch today for all of your checking and savings accounts. And when it comes to loans, nobody can take care of you better than United Bank. Auto loans, mortgage loans, personal loans, and more. Stop by your local United Bank branch today to experience what community banking is all about. Brown goes 1 out of 2 from the free throw line. Wild shot underneath the basket by Gooden, and I believe they're going to hit Gordon with a foul. They're going to call Christian Bacon with a foul, and that's a pretty bad call because Gooden was terribly out of control and was working backwards on the baseline. And he gets bailed out with a foul call here. First free throw's good.
I'll tell you.
Haven't had any complaints at all by the officiating today. It's been a pretty good ball game, but I don't know about that one.
I tell you, Gooden has created that right-handed block is on fire for him because that's where he goes to.
Second free throw from Gooden is good, so he knocks them both down. Dominic Gooden now has 20. And he got to reset the shot clock, so now we'll have to inbound once again. Dominic Gooden has 20 for the Hawks. Derek Brown has 21 for the Highlanders. They are the 2 leading scorers. As we have 12 minutes and 23 seconds remaining in regulation. Gordon led by 7 at halftime, but, man, Hillsborough came out on a 15-2 run to start the half. And a travel going to be called here against Gordon. Too many steps by Jamar Moore as he was trying to work his way to the rim. Six-point lead. Each team has led by as many as 7. Hawks with the ball, trying to drive, and a foul going to be called in the paint. Yep.
I don't know about that one either.
Derek Brown going to get called for his 4th.
It's real tight.
12:03 to play in the game. And that is going to send Syed Mobashir to the free throw line. 6'2 freshman. Also looking for his first point of the ball game. First free throw is no good. .12:03 to play. It's a 6-point ball game. Mobashir is at the line for his second of 2. Second free throw is up and good, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. He gives him his first point of the ball game. And again, it's a 7-point lead. And that's the biggest lead for either team so far today. Highlanders push up court. Lamont off the glass, can't get it to fall. Here comes Moore with a putback.
I love this kid. Just the energy, man.
Foul underneath the rim. Looks like it's going to go on Andrew Rondon again. That'll be his third. And this will send Jamar Moore to the free throw line to shoot 2. Highlanders 10 out of 12 from the free throw line today. Start of the game, 9 out of 9. First free throw from Moore is good. That gives him 5 in the ball game. 49-43. Second half troubles have been the story all season for Gordon. We talked about that 95% mark. Could we play at 100% today? Moore goes 1 out of 2. It's just a 6-point game, 49-43. But the big run by the Hawks to start the second half, the big difference so far is Mobashir hits a big three-pointer. And now we've got a whistle and I believe a foul.
The three is good, right?
Well, let's check and see. Yes. So the basket will count.
Basket counts?
Does the basket count? Basket is good. Who was the foul on? Foul is on the Hawks, but the three-pointer is good, and it's a 9-point lead. Here's Henry. He'll drive baseline. Easy put in for Jackson Henry, and that is hard to believe. His first basket of the ball game. Good and drive. Shot blocked. Oh, they're going to call it goaltend. No way. Wow. Oh, man. Gordon just got hosed on that one. Goaltending call against the Highlanders. So give good in the 2. It's back to a 9-point game, 54-45. Man, that ball was swatted up against the backboard. 54-45. Three-pointer is no good. Front of the rim. Moore shot is short. Here come the Hawks. Reverse lay-in. No good. Christian Bacon with a rebound. Christian will push up court. 1-on-4, and he's going to draw the foul. We'll have a block on Congleton. That'll be his third.
A lot of real tight calling in the second half. I thought the first half was okay. Let them play. A lot of transition basketball, but it has been a quick whistle on both sides. Both sides.
Foul on Congleton is his third. It's a 9-point lead for the Hawks. We're halfway through the second half. 10:45 left on the game clock. Again, Highlanders led by 7 at halftime. But the Hawks came out on a 15-2 run to take the lead, and they've led by as many as 9. That's where we're at right now. Moore tries to go behind the back, dumps it down low. Three-pointer, Zion Brown, front of the rim, no good. Offensive board, Highlanders. Here's Xavier Boyd with it. 15 on the shot clock. Shot clock should reset. Ball hit the rim. Now 10 on the shot clock. Here's Jackson with it. Henry trying to throw it down low on the alley-oop, hit the rim. Shot in the corner is no good. They finally reset the shot clock. And a travel going to be called on the Hawks.
We have got to hit those shots.
Wide open look. So far today, Zion, he hit his first three-pointer he took, but he has missed his last five.
That is the sharpshooter from beyond the range. That is our shooting guard, definitely. But he has not been sharp today.
1 out of 5 from three-point land. Again, he hit his first. Highlanders trying to back it down low, and a block going to be called on the Hawks. We'll have a foul on Hillsborough.
And Jamar is doing a good job because we've had Derek, our leading scorer, on the bench for the last 2 minutes. I think 2 or 3 minutes.
Ziegler with the foul call, his first. And it's going to send the Highlanders to the free throw line. Jamar Moore will be there to shoot. 5 points on the day so far for Moore. 9:53 left in the ballgame. And now the officials are at the score table again, checking with the scorekeepers. While they do that, thank you to another one of our great partners here with K13 Media. I want to say thank you to Thomas Boswell and the crew at Advanced Roofing and Interiors. They are located and positioned here in Barnesville, Georgia. Advanced Roofing and Interiors. They're there for all of your roofing, your gutters, your siding, painting, concrete, drywall, whatever you need around the home or office. Advanced Roofing and Interiors there for you. Be sure to check them out on Facebook today. When you do, you can check out recently completed projects and read real customer reviews from real happy customers. You can even find out how to get your roof replaced absolutely free with Advanced Roofing and Interiors. Check them out today on Facebook. And speaking of Advanced Roofing and Interiors, that's where we're coming to you from today, right here inside the Advanced Roofing and Interiors broadcast booth. I'm Chad Feltman with K13 Media. Coach James Lau here with us today. T. Carmichael is our scoreboard operator for us here. And, boy, a tale of two halves. Coach Lau for Gordon led by 7 at the halftime, but, boy, Hillsborough has come out in the second half and just kind of socked it to us here so far in the first half of the second half.
Right. Dominique Gooden has just went off. He's been able to get to the board. You know, he's been making close proximity scoring drives to the lane. I mean, he's been the difference maker, in my opinion. Him and Sean Congleton, number 24 for Hillsborough, he's been able to play some defense, but also been able to create his own shot as well.
Congleton has 7 points here in the second half. So does Malik Banks. Both of those from Hillsborough. Banks didn't have any points in the first half, but, man, he came out just guns a-blazing here in the second half. So each of those young men have 7. Meanwhile, as Coach Lau said, Dominic Gooden, he has 11 here in the second half. And, again, it was a 15-3 run that helped Hillsborough get out on top and really establish this 9-point lead. That's been the biggest lead of the game for either team. And, again, it was Gordon on top at halftime. For the first time all year, the Highlanders had a halftime lead. But right now they got to play catch-up. With 9:53 left in the ballgame, it's a 9-point deficit that Gordon must overcome, and they'll start with free throws here from Jamar Moore, the sophomore who has 5 points so far in the ballgame. He went 1 out of 2 his last time to the stripe. Chance here to get this rally started. And we'll start with a 1-and-1, so we'll see what Moore can do on the front end. He'll set. Here's the first free throw. Ooh, we got the friendly roll. Finally, for the first time in 13 games, Highlanders get a friendly roll.
Well, both teams are in the bonus, so that tells you how tight the refereeing is in the second half.
Moore hits both free throws, 2 big ones.
And we're just 10 minutes in.
Yep. Cuts the lead back to 7, 54-47. 9:45 to play. Here's Gooden. He has 11 points just in the second half alone. Pull-up 3, short, offensive board by Macri. He'll throw it down low. Wide open look. There's Rondon. Nobody there to put a hand in his face. And that's the first basket of the game for Andrew Rondon, the 6'8 freshman. It's back to a 9-point Hillsborough lead. And we've got a whistle and an offensive foul here against Gordon. They're going to get the offensive foul.
I think it may be on number 7.
Yeah, it looked like, well, Moore's the one arguing, but the official held up a 0 as if it was on Xavier Boyd.
It may be.
Nonetheless, it'll give the Hawks the ball back up by 9. Ziegler with it. He'll drive into a triple team. There's Macri. He'll go to his right, trying to get to the rim. Jackson Henry with good defense, but somehow, some way, Caleb Macri gets it to fall, and it's an 11-point lead. It's starting to slip away for Gordon. 11-point Hillsborough advantage. Jackson Henry with it. He'll drive. Layup off the glass is good. It's about that time for Jackson to take over this ball game. Scoreless in the first half. Last 2 games we've broadcast, he's been right around that 25-point number each game we've been here. He's got 4. Here's Gooden. He'll drive baseline. Stops his dribble underneath the basket. Kicks it out. 3-pointer by the Hawks. No good. Rebound by Lamont. He'll push up court. Here's Jackson Henry. Has it swatted away. Saves it. Throws it away underneath the basket. And we're going to have a turnover here by Gordon State as the ball got caught up in the net underneath the basket.
Well, the Hawks hit it in there, so I don't know if that's.
They deflected the pass away from Jackson Henry. The net got tangled up in the rim, and it'll be a violation against Gordon. Makes sense, huh?
How it rolls sometimes.
7:50 to play. Here's Macri with it. Off the glass, no good, and a whistle. Boy, these whistles were stone cold in the first half, and now all of a sudden, that's the 5th on Derek Brown. Like Coach Lyle said, in the first half, we barely heard the whistles. But here in the second half, my goodness, it seems as if the Highlanders breathe anywhere in the paint. They're going to get hit with a foul.
Well, but the thing is like if they're calling it like that on one side, we have to see if they're going to call it like that on the other side. Offensively, we have not went and took on that defender to see if we're going to get that call for Gordon. And offensively, we've floated it. We've taken, mid-range jumpers or 3-pointers. Everything that I felt like was a bad thing for us, we've done in the second half.
First free throw is up and good. That makes it a 10-point game. As Caleb Macri is at the stripe. That is 6 in the game for Macri, trying to make it 7, and he cannot. Misses the second free throw. 59-49. Hillsborough on top. 7.5 to play. Moore with a shot in the paint.
And that's what they got to do.
Count the basket. 3-point opportunity here. Jamar Moore.
It's not hard. That's a great response by Jamar. I know he's very animated, very vocal, but to go down and just, hey, let me put my shoulder down and see what I can do.
Able to bank that one off the glass, and a chance here for a 3-point play. Free throw is up and good. Moore has 10. It's a 7-point game, 7.5 to play. Again, Hillsborough has won 4 straight. Gordon trying to find his first win of the season. We were up by 7 at halftime. But, man, Hillsborough came out, and there is a reach-in foul. They're going to get Xavier Boyd with his first as he tried to knock that pass away. I don't even know if Boyd made contact.
Yeah, no.
He just kind of reached around. He threw his arm out there, and Zay's trying to ask the same question. What'd I do? That may be the first contactless foul I've seen.
Well, the thing is like the moving pick, 25, is sitting the pick, but he's constantly moving with the ball. I thought that was a foul back when we played.
Here's Banks at the free throw line on the 1-and-1. Gets the first one to fall. Makes it 60-52. I got to go back and look at that after the ball game. I don't even know if Boyd made contact. He just kind of threw his arm around. I mean, it definitely didn't deflect the pass at all. Second free throw is no good. So Banks gets 1 out of 2. That gives him 8 in the ball game. It's an 8-point lead, 7 minutes to play. Moore dumps it down low, wide open look. Here's Lamont off the glass, gets it to fall. Good look. Jamar Moore to Daniel Lamont. 6-point game. Gordon is trying to hang in it. Hawks drive, baseline. Macri gets the shot to fall, and you can tell Gordon on defense right now just playing very conservative, not wanting to get hit with any kind of foul. They just let Macri drive untouched on that one. And here's a pick.
Oh, my goodness.
So now they hit Cameron Brown with the offensive foul. And Cameron is kind of as confused as we are. He's got both feet planted. He's got his arms crossed. And gets hit with the offensive foul trying to set the screen. Look, I can't blame Coach Jackson for being upset on this one. I mean, that was –
it's one thing to lose because of skill and just a team that's better than you, but to have the refs involved in it, that's not the way you want it to be.
I don't know how she set a screen. Both feet planted, hands in a ball, arms down low. Hawks have it. They've got the lead. 6:15 to play. Sean Congleton with it. Now back to the top of the key to Dominic Gooden. Gooden with a crossover, pull up three, front of the rim, no good. How is that not a loose ball foul? I think they're going to hit Gordon with the foul. Or no, it is not. Or yes, it is. Gordon's going to get hit with a blocking foul. How on earth is that a blocking foul when Cameron James, number 10, came flying in over 3 white jerseys? Come on, my goodness.
I don't know. That's not good. It's not good for Gordon. It's very demoralizing when you're putting forth effort and you're playing tough. You know, I don't mind a basketball team playing tough, but this is taking away the game.
First free throw is good by Congleton. Man, it is just like a light switch went off, not just for Hillsborough, but also for the guys in stripes out here in the second half. Second free throw is good. Congleton hits them both. He's got 11 here in the second half. It's a 10-point game. Again, how a guy comes flying in over 3 white jerseys and doesn't get hit with a loose ball foul, I have no clue. I guess the game of basketball has changed a lot. Brown will drive. Spinner. Floater in the paint. No good. Cameron Brown will come in. He can't pick up the loose ball. Hawks have it. 5:40 to play. 10-point lead. Right now, if you're Gordon, just put your hands in your pants. Here's a drive. Layup. Gets it to fall.
You can't help with that. That was a great shot.
Banks made a great shot. 12-point lead. Biggest of the game here for the Hawks. Christian Bacon trying to set up the offense. Gets it over to Moore. Moore over here on the right wing. And a blocking foul going to be called against the Hawks. He'll get Macri with his third.
And to me, that's what Gordon's going to have to do these next 5 minutes is just get to the paint or drive the ball to get. They're in the bonus. They got it. And give credit to Hillsborough. That's what they're doing.
My question is, where is Derek Brown? Where has he been in the second half? For Gordon, he had 18 at halftime.
Well, he got in early foul trouble.
He's got 5, so one more and he's out of the ball game. But still, I mean,
he picked up that other foul with about 7 minutes in, and they took him back out. Coach Jackson I guess he's going to try to keep him in there for the last 3 minutes of the. That's what I'm guessing.
Yeah, they're starting to slip away. It's a 12-point game.
It's kind of like you're teetering.
Right.
You're teetering right here, Coach.
Here's Jamar Moore at the free throw line. First free throw rattles in. Moore has come on strong here in the second half. He's got 9, trying to make it 10 in the second half. Second free throw from Moore. It's good. So Moore connects on both. He has 12 in the game. It's a 10-point lead with 5 minutes to play. Again, Derek Brown on the bench. Had 18 at halftime, just 3 here in the second half. Another drive off the glass, and again it falls. They've been coming off that pick and roll here this second half. Macri just able to take that right-handed layup high off the backboard and get it to fall in. I mean, if it works, why get away from it? Just copy and paste as now we've got another whistle And we'll have a foul here on the Hawks. They're going to call Gooden. That will be his third. And again, it will send Gordon back to the line for free throws, this time 2 more. Daniel Lamont will be there to shoot 2. He's got 4 in the ballgame. Our next broadcast of Gordon State Highlander basketball will be next Tuesday. Final game of non-conference play, 4 o'clock tip-off. We will take on USC Salcatchee. They'll make the trip from South Carolina here to Highlander Arena. 4 p.m. tip-off 1 week from today. And then after that, it is on. We will start with conference play next Wednesday night. Second free throw is good. Lamont hits them both. 10-point game. Just kind of seems about the closest Gordon's been able to get. Again, it was a 7-point Gordon lead at halftime. Hillsborough came out on a 15-3 run to start the second half. And now there's question about who touched the ball and knocked it out of bounds. We get a timeout. 4:26 left in the ball game. It's a 10-point lead here for Hillsborough.
2023 is quickly coming to an end, and Countryside Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is closing out the year with our biggest savings yet on new Ram trucks. During the wrap-up-the-year sales event, take 10% off the MSRP sticker price on select 2023 Ram 1500 and 2500 model trucks. No games, no coupons, no gimmicks. You get to instantly take 10% off the sticker price just for showing up to the dealership. Qualified buyers can also take advantage of low 3.9% financing for 72 months when financed through Chrysler Capital. Shop our complete online inventory at CountrysideAutomotive.com or come see us in person. We're open Monday through Saturday just off of I-75 exit 205 in Jackson and I-20 exit 114 in Madison. Make this December one to remember when you find your new ride at Countryside.
Welcome back to Highlander Arena. We've got 4:26 left in the ballgame. It's a 10-point lead for Hillsborough, 68-58. And the Hogs will inbound with 17 seconds on the shot clock. That last ball was touched by Gordon. This one's knocked out of bounds, also last touch. 13 on the shot clock. Jamar Moore here on the inbound guarding. 10 on the clock. Hawks trying to get something going. It's in the hands of Gooden. 5 on the clock. He'll drive. Trying to get baseline. Slips and falls, and there's a travel.
Hey, we got a call. I thought they were going to call a foul.
Boy,
I hate to say it. I was holding my breath. I'm like, I know there's a travel. Okay,
I
we
think
got one.
Coach Jackson and the fans behind us were expecting
Hey,
the same thing.
they're getting on the edge. You can hear the crowd that we have, and they're they're reminding the referees this is a home game for us.
Yeah, you would think, but Bacon throws it away, and here's opportunity to go all the way. Moore going to get called with a foul as Gooden was going up to the paint, and that's going to be number 5 on Jamar Moore. 3:55 left in the ballgame. And a technical foul going to be called here on Coach Jackson.
They call warning. I think a warning. I don't know. I don't think they're going to tee him up yet. The next one will be definitely teed up.
Okay, well, I thought they said technical foul. I beg your pardon.
It's all right. I don't know. Maybe you're right.
We better be quiet at this point. We're liable to get what was the security guard at Philadelphia football game a few weeks back?
Right.
Got hit by the officials. We might get the first broadcasting technical foul.
Well, Jamar's got to understand he's got to cut through, and if he makes it, he makes it. I mean, it is 3 minutes, and I know you're trying to make a play for your team, but gosh.
Gooden hits both free throws. Man, he has been lights out from the free throw line. It is a 12-point lead for Hillsborough, trying to win their 5th straight game. And for about the 17th time today, a whistle is blown again as Gordon is bringing the ball up.
It's the shot clock violation, I think.
Well, it's not a violation. It's
Or
just they're either not turning it on or
mishandling the shotgun.
I don't know if it's just getting frozen or what. They're just forgetting to turn it on or what. But
well, now they're just running in the clock and the shot clock. I don't know.
3:43 to play in the ball game. 70-58. Hillsborough on top. Hawks will be back in action on Saturday. They're back at home in Tampa. They're going to be taking on St. Petersburg College on Saturday. Again, for Gordon, we won't be back in action until next Tuesday at 4 p.m. And a foul going to be called here on the Hawks on the inbound. They're going to get Congleton with a push.
And, I mean, that's what Gordon needs to do. I mean, slow the game down, try to get back in it a little bit.
Well, the only problem is we can't seem to get back on defense here in the second half, and we're getting killed in the paint. Easy lay-ins. That's what's killed us here in the second half. First free throw from Lamont is up and in. Seventh point of the ball game for Daniel Lamont, sophomore. Second free throw, no good, rattles out. So Lamont goes 1 for 2. It's an 11-point game, 3:30 to play. Here's Gooden with it. Lost his dribble in the paint, knocked away. Bacon will track it down for the Highlanders and push it up court. Gordon with a chance to get it back down to single digits. 3:18 to play. Highlanders trying to work it inside, but it's getting cut off. Hawks in his own defense right now. Lamont puts it on the ground and fouled on his way to the rim.
Just keep going to it. I mean, we need him to hit both of them, but.
So Daniel Lamont will go to the free throw line again. He's got 7 points in the ball game.
I don't know when coach is going to.
Again, just sitting there watching those green shoes of Derek Brown on the bench. He's got 5, but he has been out of the game for at least, 8 or 9 minutes now?
Right.
It's been a while. He leads Gordon with 21 points.
You got Jackson Henry and you got Derek Brown on the bench right now with 3 minutes left. Come on, coach. And you got Xavier Boyd. To me, those guys are probably more explosive than what we got on the.
Second free throw is good. So second time in a row, Lamont goes 1 for 2 at the line. 10-point game, 3:05 to play. And now Hillsborough going to work the clock as much as they can. Not in much of a hurry to try to get anything inside as Gooden will now reset the offense. 12 on the shot clock, 2:50 on the game clock. Gooden will drive. Layup up and good, count the basket. That's been their bread and butter all half. Foul on the Highlanders. It's just been one-on-one to the rim. And that first step by Dominic Gooden has been his biggest strength. Free throws up, and when this young man goes to the free throw line, he's not missing. 13-point lead, biggest lead of the game. 2:40 to play. Highlanders trying to work it baseline. Foul going to be called as Cameron Brown took a shot. And they're going to hit Congleton with a foul. I got 5 on my score sheet. Let's see if that's indeed 5, or I believe it is. Cameron Brown will go to the free throw line looking for his first point to the game. First free throw is up and good. This is a 6'10 freshman.
He's amazing.
He just got his first point of the ball game with 2.5 to play. Again, Gordon has some size. You look at Cameron Brown, 6'10. Derek Brown is 6'7. Second free throw is good. So that would give Cameron his first 2 points. It's an 11-point game. You got guys with size like this, it makes you wonder, how are we absolutely just getting murdered in the paint?
Well,
here's Gooden, and there's a travel. It's only the 37th time he's run that same play, and that's the first time it's been stopped.
well,
And it was because of his own self.
yeah. Coach Jackson's switching in from man-to-man to zone. I think this type of team, you try to live with the three-point shot with them. Seems like they want to isolate and drive and get to the rim. That's all they've done in the second half.
2:10 left in the ball game. Moore with a wild shot of the paint off the rim. No good, but gets his own rebound. Dumps it down low. Shot is up and good, and one.
And I think he's gone, too.
Daniel Lamont puts the basket in. Foul is going to be on the Hawks. That's going to be on Andrew Rondon, 25. So Lamont able to get the 2, and now a chance for the 3-point play. It's back to a 9-point game. I mean, there's still time.
And maybe Coach just wants to see how this group runs. I mean, we do have Lamont that's new to the roster, and you have Jamar Moore who's new to the roster, right?
All I could think of is Derek Brown fouled out, and somewhere we missed it on our sheet. I'm showing 5. But he must be out of the ball game. There is no way he's not playing. Free throw's up and good. It's a 3-point play for Daniel Lamont. Now, I will say our vantage point is not the best because we've got the officials' backs turned to us, so everything we see is backwards. We may have missed a foul on Derek, and that may be why he's on the bench with 21 points. 2 minutes to play. It's an 8-point game. Can Gordon mount a comeback late? Here's Macri. Stops his dribble. Shot in the paint. No good. Rebound. Loose ball taken by Moore, then kicked out of bounds. Last touch by the Hawks. Andrew Rondon had a golden opportunity there. Got an offensive board with 4 white jerseys around him and missed a point-blank easy put in. Gordon gets the ball. Full court press here from the Hawks. 90 seconds to play. Zion Brown, long 3, well short. Rebound by Malik Banks, and now it's keep away. Hawks got to get it across court, and I believe we get a timeout called. Nope, shot clock issue again. Is it a malfunction or is it a operator error? We couldn't get a straight answer, but we tried. So
I think it's an operator error. Unfortunately,
well, it is what it is. 1:13 left in the ball game. Both teams are in the bonus. They got the wrong clock running now.
Yeah, they're running everything at this point.
Running the wrong clock. 14 seconds ran off the clock. There it is. Now it's back. Okay. Well, we're looking for a good clock operator for our next home game. Next Tuesday at 4 o'clock.
2 of them.
2 of them, yes. We need a game clock and a shot clock operator here in Barnesville. I think it pays in free lunch from Highlander Hall, if you're interested. 1:15 to play. Macri dumps it to Rondon. Put back is good. Easy lay-in for Andrew Rondon. Back to a 10-point game with 1 minute to play. And an offensive foul here on the Highlanders. Going to have a push on Gordon.
Pushed him all the way down, too. I mean, I guess if you can't beat them, just beat them.
Well, that's one of those, nobody in the arena was going to miss that push.
Right.
It's going to be too little, too late, it looks like, once again, for Coach Jackson's team. Again, Gordon led by 7 at halftime. Macri drives. Wild shot off the shot clock. And we're going to have a foul on the Highlanders.
I don't understand how that's a foul. Maybe I'm old school.
Well, the losing streak is going to continue, and let's just pray it doesn't get like Detroit had in the NBA. What, they lost 28 in a row?
I think their losing streak will come to an end very quickly. Definitely from first game to now, it's definitely a different team. Just unfortunately, we just didn't finish today.
Well, that's been the same story all year. We talked in the pregame, Can Gordon put together a complete game? We've been, I'd call it 90, 95%. Today, I'd give us, a 70%? We led by 7 at halftime, but, man, Hillsborough came out, started that second half, and outscored us 15-3. Right off the rip, it was 7 points from Malik Banks, 7 points from Sean Congleton in the blink of an eye. Free throw is up. Free throw is good here by Macri. And next thing you know, Gordon went from leading by 7 to down by 9. I mean, just in the first 4 minutes of the second half. Second free throw is up and good. So Macri connects on both. 48 seconds. It's a 12-point game. And see, this is where I vote for the 10-point half-court shot. Three-pointer is no good by Brown. Ice cold for Zion. He hit his first 3 earlier today, but he's missed 6 in a row since then. 35 seconds to play, and now Hillsborough is just going to keep it away and avoid the 5-second violation. And for some reason, we come in and foul with 29 seconds left in a 12-point game.
Yeah, I don't know about
That's
that.
just a little too late.
It is what it is at this point.
Yep. With 29 seconds left.
Now you're just making it look kind of worse at this
Sending them
point.
to the line, more points, you're right. But that's been the problem all year for Gordon. First free throw is good by Gooden.
And you send the highest scoring guy out there.
Second free throw rattles out.
Well, he only hit
He
one.
missed one. That stops the streak of 9 straight free throws for the Hawks. Three-pointer here for Gordon is off the glass. No good. Rondon with the rebound. It'll turn the shot clock off. 15 to play, and the Hawks will run the clock out. No foul here from Gordon. 10 seconds left, and it looks like that's going to be the final here this afternoon. Again, a huge start to the second half for Hillsborough, and they will pick up their 5th consecutive victory. It's the Hawks 78, the Highlanders 65. Hillsborough improves to 11-2 overall. The streak continues for Gordon. Highlanders drop to 0-13 overall on the season. We'll take a quick 60-second timeout, then we will come back and wrap up the broadcast next here from Highlander Arena.
2023 is quickly coming to an end, and Countryside Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is closing out the year with our biggest savings yet on new 2023 Jeeps. During the Wrap Up the Year sales event, you can take 15% off the MSRP sticker price on select remaining 2023 Jeep models, including Grand Cherokee, Compass, Gladiator, and Renegade. No games, no coupons, no gimmicks. You get to instantly take 15% off the sticker price just for showing up to the dealership. Shop our complete online inventory at countrysideautomotive.com or come see us in person. We're open Monday through Saturday just off of I-75 exit 205 in Jackson and I-20 exit 114 in Madison. Make this December one to remember when you find your new ride at Countryside.
Welcome back to Highlander Arena. It is final here today from Barnesville. It is the Hillsborough Community College Hawks with a victory 78-65 over the Highlanders from here at Gordon State College. As we welcome you back one final time inside the Advanced Roofing and Interiors broadcast booth. I'm Chad Feltman with K13 Media, getting ready to wrap it up here today. Before we do, we'll run through some final stats, and Coach Lyle's here with us, and, Coach, it was a tale of two halves for Gordon. Again, Highlanders led by 7 at halftime, but a 15-3 run to start the second half for Hillsborough. A little too much, and they didn't look back after that.
No. Hillsborough came and made adjustments in the second half. They actually, I think they were actually settling for those three-point shots and just wasn't getting the role that it needed to be. And then came in the second half after a hot streak with Derek Brown in the first half, and they kind of maneuvered there and adjusted their defense to make sure that he wasn't a factor in the second half. And then with foul trouble for Derek, it kind of shut down all offensive possibilities for Gordon in the second half, and that's the tale of the tape. Derek Brown, 18 points in the first half, second half 3.
Yeah.
So
your leading scorer.
Yeah. So that made a big difference. But some positives out of it. Jamar Moore and Daniel Lamont, new additions to the program. They came out in the second half and scored 19 points. So that's huge. I think coach is just trying to gel them these next they got one more preseason game or exhibition, whatever you want to call it.
Come on, Coach, non-conference.
Non-conference game. So, he's using those. They got a lot of minutes. To me, that's good. On paper and the eye test, we look well. We look like a very, very, very good team. We just got to be able to play consistently through two halves.
Yep, you're exactly right. Let's give you our final stats here for the evening. As Coach Lau said, Derek Brown led the way for the Highlanders. He finishes the game with 21 points. Again, he had 18 in the first half. We didn't see him after about the 9-minute mark left to play in the ball game. He was done after that, so he finishes the game. He had 21 for the Highlanders. Jamar Moore, 12 points today. Daniel Lamont had 11. They led the way, the only 3 players in double digits. Gordon State today, 23 out of 28 from the free throw line. So, there's a huge positive. We started the game 9 for 9 at the free throw line. Shot well, 23 out of 28. For Hillsborough today, led by Dominic Gooden. The young man had 29 points today. 18 of those came in the second half. Malik Banks had 10. All 10 of his came in the second half today. And Sean Congleton had 14 points in the ball game today. They dominated. Those 3 alone in the second half. They were the big difference in the win today. And for Hillsborough at the free throw line, 21 out of 31 from the stripe. Once again, your final today is Hillsborough 78. It's Gordon State 65. The Hawks from Hillsborough are going to be back in action. They'll be home Saturday in Tampa. They will take on St. Petersburg College. As for our Highlanders here at Gordon State College, we get a week off. We are back next Tuesday. We will take on USC Salcatchee at 4 p.m. right here at Highlander Arena. It'll be our final non-conference game. It'll actually be our first game next week. It's going to be a busy week. 3 games in 4 days here in Barnesville, and we hope you'll come out and join us in person. If you can't, come back here and join us for the live stream. Our coverage will start at 3:45 next Tuesday. Coach, I know you're getting ready to start your baseball season, so
Absolutely.
Appreciate you joining me here today. Hopefully we can squeeze one more in before the end of the year. Maybe we can get a Saturday game or something in.
Something like that.
Definitely. Always good to have you, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me. I love it. Love Gordon. This is awesome. Great job by K13 Media.
Well, thank you very much. Coach James Lau joining us here today. Michael Penn on the camera for us this afternoon. T. Carmichael on the scoreboard. I'm Chad Feltman with K13 Media. Thank you so much for joining us here today. Hope you have a great rest of your week and come back next Tuesday. We'll have more Gordon State Highlander basketball presented by the May and Carter Oil Company. Good afternoon. Have a great night. We'll talk to you next week for more right here from Barnesville. So long, everyone.